Yo.
He was definitely the cheapest one he could get, by the way.
You ever expect this place to actually give a shit about our mental health?
Well, our school's made national news. Maybe they figured they'd look even worse if they didn't do anything for us.
And Dr. what's his name?
Maruki.
Yeah, wasn't that guy just basically clowning it up on stage? You really think he'll do us any good?
Ryuji.
Hey there. Sakamoto-kun and Takamaki-san, right? And that must make you.
How do you know our names?
Well, I was informed of certain students before beginning my tenure here. Those that had, previous interactions with Mr. Kamoshida. It must have been especially tough for you after having just transferred here.
Yeah, it was.
I can definitely believe that.
So, what do you want with us?
Ah yes, I'd forgotten. I know I already offered my services to the student body earlier, but would you three be interested in counseling?
Nope, not at all.
Huh?
How's that surprising?
You were just a touch more emphatic about it than I'd expected. Ah, but if you come to my office, you can have free snacks. All you can eat. Would be nice, but there's still plenty to be had. So, how about it?
Tell me more of these snacks.
Hey, don't fall for that.
To be frank, I've been explicitly ordered to provide counseling to the students directly involved with Mr. Kamoshida. It's in the school's interests. For its students.
Ah, the school's interest, huh?
I know that asking you to be open with a complete stranger like myself is a lot. Making this mandatory wouldn't do you any good either. Might as well turn it into a worthwhile experience. Ooh, I know. If you attend my counseling sessions, I'll teach you different ways to improve your mental acuity. Like ways to hone your concentration before exams, or not getting nervous on dates. How's that sound?
Mental training. I make good use of this and may aid in our Phantom Thieves activities too.
There's also snacks.
I'm in.
All right, enough with the snacks. So, which way are you leaning?
I'm gonna do it.
I guess it'd just be more trouble for us if we didn't go.
Yeah.
Really? Then I guess it's a deal. I'll be in the nurse's office. Feel free to come by whenever it's convenient for you.
Well, we should get going.
Okay, I'll see you later. Thanks for taking my counseling into consideration. Now that we have a deal, I promise I'll do my best to help you.
I've made a deal with Maruki.
It's hard to believe an ordinary high school student could accomplish such grandiose heists. One would need a heart of steel, unaffected by outside influences, and prepared to act without hesitating. There has to be someone who helped strengthen your mental state. Sound like somebody you know? Give me a name.
Sorry, just die here, give me a second.
I am thou. Thou art I. Thou hast acquired a new vow. It shall become the wings of rebellion that breaketh thy chains of captivity. With the birth of the Councillor persona, I have obtained the winds of blessing that shall lead to freedom and new power.
Councillor, okay.
All right.
What's the holdup, dude?
Sorry for keeping you like this. Well then.
Okay, quiet down.
I have an addendum to the earlier assembly regarding the counseling you've all been offered. The counsellor will be available to you starting after school today in the nurse's office. Dr. Maruki will only be posted here through November, so be sure to speak with him soon if you feel the need. For the majority of you, it's your choice whether or not you see him, but there are a few students I'll speak with later. The school's decided visits to Dr. Maruki will be mandatory for these individuals. Yo, you guys gonna go for it? What, the counseling? It kinda sounds like we're being forced to. I told Maruki I'd do it, but I don't know if I'm really that into the idea, you know? Let's do it. Yeah. Probably better not to draw more attention to ourselves anyway. I think I'm gonna try going today. Counseling, eh? Lady Anne's right. Make sure you visit him so you don't draw any attention to yourself, okay?
Yes. Welcome.
Are you here for a counseling session? Yeah, is now a bad time? Not at all. It's always a good time, so long as I'm not already listening to a student. I'm so glad you're here. Would you care for a snack?
Well, shall we begin?
Oh, but first, just relax, alright? I'm only here to listen to whatever you wish to talk about.
Yes.
Sure. Although I really only have one thing on my mind right now, anyway. Yes, I'd say that makes perfect sense. But don't force yourself into talking with me. You could even just grab some snacks and be on your way if you wanted. No, it's alright. I know I need to talk to someone about this anyway. That is, if you're willing to listen to the super long story. I absolutely am. Take all the time you need. I see. That's such a horrible thing to do to someone. Yes, that's why I wanted to get even with him for Shiho. And? At first I thought Kamoshida ought to face the same fate Shiho was going to put herself through, but...
Right.
Later I realized that wasn't right. If he did take his own life, it wouldn't undo Shiho's suffering. In fact, it would just give him the easy way out.
Right.
Is that so? You know, you are quite the wise, level-headed young woman, Takamaki. Huh? Think you've got the wrong... Nope, in fact, I think you're wiser than I was at your age. I wasn't anywhere near as mature as you are now. It's not like I did anything special, though. If I hadn't gone through my own share of hell, I don't think I'd be so mature either. I see. So, what's on your mind now? Right now?
Let me think.
I'm just hoping Shiho will get better quickly. We both suffered a lot, but I just want to get back to laughing and having fun together like we used to. At this point, I don't give a rat's ass about Kamoshida.
Yeah.
Now there's a healthy outlook. You can't change the past, but you still want to keep your chin up and press onward. Is that the gist of it? Yeah, that sounds about right. I mean, it would definitely be better if none of this had happened at all, but...
Quite.
I definitely agree with you there. But it's impossible to wipe every tragedy from history.
Yeah.
If only, right? Everyone would be so much happier if we could actually do that. Oh, it seems I lost track of the time. We should wrap things up here for today. Thank you so much for coming to see me. Oh no, thank you. I feel a ton better now that that's all of my chest.
Be careful, okay?
Good to hear it. You deserve it. Feel free to stop by again anytime.
Okay,
Will
I'm gonna
do.
get going.
See you around. Well, I went in for counseling. You're going soon too, right, Calamity? Yep. How'd it go? Well, it honestly wasn't as rough as I was expecting. I think you should just go and give it a shot. Dr. Maruki is easier to talk to than you'd think. Okay, see you tomorrow. Yep. Nurse's office in the practice building. Okay.
How are you?
Ah, hello. Are you here for a session as well?
Psst.
student called Yoshizawa. You too, huh?
Yes.
That's right. Dr. Maruki is a wonderful counselor. I've actually been seeing him for a while before he ever came to Shujin.
Huh?
Oh, I didn't know you two were acquainted. Don't go overselling me too hard though, Yoshizawa. I'm really nothing special. Well, I need to get going. Please excuse me.
All right then.
What say we get started?
Welcome.
Thank you for coming. We made a deal. Well, I'll try to make sure it's worth the trouble.
I see.
Thank you. I think I've gotten a good grasp of the situation you're in. Well, full disclosure, the school gave me a brief rundown of the circumstances surrounding your transfer here. So much for my privacy. I'm glad you've got a sense of humor about it, but yes, it's not exactly kind to you. I'm sorry.
So,
Now that you've told me more about yourself, I think I've realized something. It seems like you've largely been able to reconcile your internal world with your external one. I should note that's really truly impressive. Even most adults can't reliably manage that. How to put it? You know how everyone has an internal reality? Some conception of themselves they're striving for?
example,
Like wanting to be a model student or wanting to be loved and relied on, that kind of thing. But that idealized reality and the one in actuality are often far apart. That gap is responsible for a lot of people's pain. Not everyone can ace their exams, and not everyone can be the heroes they wish they could be. You've already been through so much. That kind of suffering is usually enough to twist people up into dark places. But you're standing up to it. And confronting a tough, painful reality. Mishima has infected me. To me, that's incredibly admirable. Then again, maybe that's a little weird for you to hear from a guy you just met, huh? Yep. No beating around the bush. You're a funny guy.
I'm sorry.
Well, let's see. Sorry, this went on longer than I expected. Somehow the conversation just took on a life of its own, I guess.
Say,
Hey, I've actually got one last request. Do you mind?
you know,
I'm actually doing certain research along with my duties as a counselor. It's not quite like counseling, more like a type of psychological treatment. Basically, it's a project to learn more about people's metaphorical hearts, what they think, how they feel.
How about it?
If I get far enough with it, I think it'll be able to help a lot of people. So I will need more details.
Sorry.
Oh, sorry. I guess my point is I'd like to ask you to help with that research. All you'd have to do is listen to my theories and then tell me if they spark any ideas or realizations on your end. Please, anytime's good for me. I can work around your schedule. And I've got a lot of snacks too. You can have them. They're yours. Better make it worth it. Leave it to me. I swear you won't regret it.
Well,
Let's see. I know. Maybe I could teach you some tips for mental training. I happen to know a lot on the subject. I'm sure I can cook up a special regimen for you. If you're dedicated enough, I'm sure you could draw out your full potential.
thank you.
Okay, I guess that's our second deal. Alright. Rank 2. Detox X. When Joker is inflicted with an ailment, he may recover immediately.
All right.
Alright, that can't hurt.
I know.
Alright, would it be okay if we traded contact information? I'll contact you when I've got time or when I need some input from you. That should do it.
Now.
I'd better do my part to repay you. Let's talk about mental training and presence. Let's see. First off. Thanks to Maruki's mental training, my mind feels stronger.
All right.
My max SP increased by 5. Very good. Oh, and here, never a bad time for a snack, right? Non-static gum. Okay.
Well, see you.
Man.
You really spent a long time talking to Maruki. Look how late it is. Well, if you think the sessions are worthwhile, you should try going again sometime.
Good night.
But we should definitely get some sleep for now. Tomorrow is your last day of exams, right? Well, yes, but...
Let's go to bed.
Okay. Can I watch TV instead? Yeah. Alright, but what about the work desk? Okay, we'll go to sleep.
Well then.
It's not like you're giving me any other options.
So sleepy. I ended up pulling an all-nighter once I realized today's the last day of exams.
You. Staying up studying?
Nah, I gave up on the exam. I was playing some games, and then before I knew it, it was morning.
You're failing for sure.
It'll be fine. Nobody's expecting anything of me, so I don't gotta worry about grades.
That's not how it works.
Morning.
Yo, look who else is yawning.
Exams are almost over, so I thought I'd make one last effort across the finish line.
Impressive, Lady Ann. You're quite different from this stupid monkey I know.
Huh? Don't give me that crap. Your brain's tiny compared to mine.
Size is meaningless if there's nothing inside, you know.
What was that?
Will you please shut up? You're gonna make me forget everything I remember.
She's forgot.
Am I imagining things?
What's wrong?
What? You see a groper or something?
No, that's not it. It's...
Nothing.
Oh my god, that guy got off. Isn't this bad? Hey, at least act like you care.
Fine. Come on. Hey, are you sure it's him, or are you just that self-conscious?
I'm not that.
Is there something you want?
That's my line. You are the one stalking me.
Stalking you? That's outrageous.
I know you've been following me ever since the train.
That's because...
My goodness. I had wondered why you left the car, so this is where your passion led. All is well that ends well.
Okay.
I saw you from the car, and I couldn't help myself from chasing after you. I didn't even notice the calls from Sensei, but thank goodness I caught up to you.
Okay.
What?
You're the woman I've been searching for all this time. Please, won't you
Wait a minute.
be the model for my next art piece?
Model?
All that I've drawn till now has been lacking, but I feel a passion from you unlike anyone else.
This man's highly suspicious.
Yes.
Ain't this a recruit for some shady business?
Will you cooperate with me? What do you say?
Hold your horses. Who are you anyways?
Oh, where are my manners? I'm a second year at Kosei High's Fine Arts Division. My name is Yusuke Kitagawa. I'm Madarame-sensei's pupil, and I am being allowed residence at his place. I'm striving to become an artist.
Oh, Madarame.
Huh? Do you mean that Madarame? The one who was on Good Morning Japan the other day?
The very same.
You know who that is?
He was introduced as a super famous Japanese-style artist who's been recognized all over the world. But we heard that name the other day in Mementos.
Yusuke!
I'm sorry, Sensei. I'll be right there.
That old guy's Madarame?
Madarame Sensei's exhibition will begin at the department store near the station tomorrow. I'll be there to help out on opening day. Please come by. It'd be great if you could give me your answer in regard to being a model then. I bet you have no interest in the fine arts, but I'll give you tickets too. Well then, I hope to see you there tomorrow.
That guy's as easy to read as a book. You're not planning on going, are ya?
I think I will. Crap, look at the time. I'll see you later.
How dare he go after Lady Ann? I've memorized that face of yours, Yusuke.
You became acquainted with Madarame's pupil by chance? That's a little too convenient. It makes me wonder if you're even telling the truth. So be it. What I want to know most is your method. It's true that Madarame was an unforgivable criminal worthy of the scorn thrown at him. He was an adult who cultivated his own fame and fortune by sacrificing the livelihood of children. But he'd been covering his tracks for years. How did you uncover the truth in such a short span of time?
In the metaverse.
This metaverse business again? Fine. Let's suppose that people's hearts can be changed by stealing their treasure, like you've said. If so, a different suspicion arises. People have gone mad or lost consciousness, never to recover, like the subway accident in April. Depending on how you look at it, that could be taken as a phenomenon for a sudden change of heart too. Were you related to those as well?
I don't know.
I see. Fine. Let's get back to Madarame's case. Keep it concise and stick to the facts.
Today's the last day of exams, huh? It seemed like some of those were kind of tough.
Yep.
Well, it wasn't too bad. You should have gotten a decent score, right? Not even answering any questions today? Alright. Finally done with exams. Hey, are you guys gonna go in for counseling? I saw the volleyball guys getting called in. Oh shit, I got that question wrong. I know, right? I feel like I have to protect that teacher.
It's over.
It's over. How about you?
I'm feeling confident.
You traitor! Anyways, can we stop talking about the exams? Like it or not, they're gonna come back graded next week. Rather than focus on stuff that's over with.
What are you looking at?
The usual site. It's no use. There ain't any useful info. The number of posts are getting less and less too.
I am not letting this end as a one-hit wonder, okay?
There's no point in getting antsy, though. I know. Why don't we go eat lunch somewhere? We still have some money left over from the other day.
I want sushi then, or domestic raised eel.
We don't have that much left. Oh, right! There are those tickets to Madarame's exhibit. Wait, that's tomorrow.
Don't tell me. Was it love at first sight with that Yusuke guy?
It's not like that.
Of course not.
When I was watching that special on TV, his artwork was pretty nice. Plus, we've got free tickets. Besides, this could also be related to what we heard in Mementos.
Madarame, was it?
I'm curious too.
decide, what should I do about the other 2 tickets? Wanna go appreciate some fine arts for once?
Fine arts, huh?
I suggest we should all go together. Appreciating the fine arts builds character. A phantom thief who can't identify an original is lame.
Well, if everyone's going...
It's settled then.
Alright.
Just the phrase going to an art exhibit sounds kinda mature. Let's meet at the exhibit entrance tomorrow.
Okay.
I'm curious to know if this Motherama has anything to do with the name we heard in Mementos. We can't afford to be late tomorrow, we'd better not go out right now. So, I keep thinking about what Nakanohara said. Could he have been talking about the famous artist Madarame? That sounds about right. Seconded. Great, the name really stood out to me. Yeah, I mean, you guys ever heard of someone else called Madarame? It's really not common at all. If what we heard is true, Kitagawa is studying under a corrupt teacher. You mean a teacher who treats people like tools? Kitagawa's life is probably pretty terrible. We gotta look into this. Can I go down at least? Okay. Not out, but down. And there's no crossword puzzles. So, never mind. We could train though. Or we could finish watching the DVD. Should we train instead, maybe? Let's train for once. Let's see what that does.
You want to do it?
Yeah. Training in your room will cause time to pass, but it will raise your max HP. The more you train, the greater the effect will be. Actually,
Okay.
I'll pass. Max HP is nice and all, but we can also just level up. Whereas raising the other stats seems more important to me at the
Oh.
moment. Yeah, we'll finish Bubbly Hills 90-20-10. 92-10.
I still have feelings for you.
I guess if you're okay with the fact that I have a girlfriend, maybe we can work something out here.
Uh-huh.
Man.
No way, he can't date her if he already has a girlfriend.
Oh.
Why are you sitting like that, Morgana? So we finished watching Bubbly Hills 92-10, huh? Maybe you learned a thing or two about charm by watching this drama.
Okay.
Let's go return the DVD soon.
Well then.
Alright. What is this line for? Oh, that exhibition must be opening today. It's really packed. Wanna come back another time? I want it, but it's so pricey. I should take out a loan. I want to see that. Let's go together sometime.
So crowded.
It'll be a pain in the ass if someone sees you, so don't stick your head out too much, alright?
You came.
Yeah.
You really came.
What'd you expect when you left us those tickets?
Make sure that you don't get in the way of the other visitors. Come now, I'll show you around. I'd like to speak more about the picture I'd like to draw too.
Well, see you guys later.
Will Lady Han be alright? What if he drags her behind some painting and tries something funny?
I told you not to come out! Are we really gonna appreciate the fine arts? Can't we just go home?
Let's learn about Madarame.
I guess we should do a quick pass through it once. Which way are we supposed to start? It's that old man from the other day.
We continue to be truly surprised by your imagination. You have such expansive styles. It's hard to believe that it all stems from one person. Where in the world does all your inspiration come from?
Well, it is rather difficult to put into words. They naturally well up from within my heart, like bubbles rising one after another in the spring.
Naturally, you say.
What's important is to distance oneself from worldly desires, such as money and fame.
Ryuji, you're right in the shot.
My atelier is a modest shack, but but it is more than enough to pursue true beauty.
A shack?
I see. So the act of emptying one's mind gives rise to inner beauty. Still, to think we could hear the word shack coming from the great artist Madarame.
You would understand if you saw it.
Wasn't the word shack something?
Madarame-san is actually here?
Over there!
I'm so glad I came on opening day.
Hey, stop pushing! Ah, there's way too many people!
I'm getting crushed!
Anyways, we gotta head for the exit. Don't die on us, alright?
I didn't know there were so many types of Japanese art.
Usually, one concentrates on their own style. However, Sensei creates all this by himself. He's special.
There you are, Yusuke.
Sensei!
Ah, the girl from yesterday. Are you enjoying the exhibit?
I don't know how to put it into words, but it's really amazing.
You're sensing something from the artwork. That alone is enough to give us artists satisfaction. I hope this becomes a wonderful piece, Yusuke. Well then, if you'll excuse me.
You'd imagine artists would be difficult to approach, but he seems really friendly.
Indeed.
Oh, this is it! The painting I wanted to see in person.
This one?
I guess it's the painter's anger? I'm not sure, but I sense this strong frustration from it. To think such a cheerful and gentlemanly person could make such a piece. Something wrong?
Don't mind me. There are better pieces than this one. Come now, this way.
Hey!